They've been singing together since the day they met, and they've got a cute love story. Just part of the fun. Come on in, you two. Good to meet you from Abbotsford, BC. But I've just learned that, Shane, you were actually born in
Calgary.
Calgary.
Yeah.
And Angela in
Stratford, Ontario.
Stratford, Ontario.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
To
It's
the
good
province.
to be back. Enjoying the humidity.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't mind me quoting this guy
not at all.
when he talked about the random girl who bought him a pair of leather gloves. Your paths crossed a number of times before the light went on.
Yeah. Well, us guys tend to be pretty thick about this kind of stuff, right? But yeah, we met when we were on a tour of Germany. I was invited to join the Columbia Singers in 2000 to do a Germany, Austria, Switzerland sort of tour. And that's where we met. Both singing in that choir. She was an older woman, though. She was in college, and I was still in grade 11 at the time.
By 3 years.
By 3 years, which is quite a lot when you're 17 and 20. But
You had a little attitude about each other, too. It wasn't exactly warm and fuzzy.
I thought she was a bit of a snob. It's true.
She was just immature, that's all.
Which we tend to be at 17. Can you blame me?
That's so young.
No.
That's so young. But then one day you needed,
Yes.
needed a pianist.
I did. And I called my choir conductor from years back and I said, do you know any good piano players? Mine is...
Yeah, but you had
busy.
moved back from to Abbotsford from Stratford.
That's
So in that
correct.
time, like after we did the tour, she was done college, she headed back to Stratford, and then she came back a year and a half later.
Because I had felt that I had been promised a job where my grandmother lived, a retirement community, and I also felt like I was going to meet my husband in Abbotsford, British Columbia.
And she did, apparently.
And both of those
Just
things did indeed happen. I called my conductor and he said, do you remember that kid, Shane Wiebe? I said, oh yeah, I remember him. And I was thinking to myself, he's kind of cute. I wonder what he looks like now.
I think he looks a bit like Michael Bublé.
I think so too.
I asked him, do you get that?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Michael, if you're watching, would love to do a duet.
Bear
Can we
sees
do
that
a-
moment.
Can we? No? Okay.
He's the baby.
Well, I love, Angela, you put on your bio, mom and musician,
Yep.
employment. Mom and musician, employer, Jesus.
That's right.
And you just, this is the third
That's
CD
true.
together.
Yeah.
And you have another couple of very precious projects together. Joelle
That's right.
and Josiah.
That's right, yeah.
How old are they?
Josiah is almost 3 and Joelle is 4. We
This
keep
is a
pretty
great
busy.
story. I want to give kudos to your parents and grandparents. We've already heard the grandparents mentioned a couple of times here, super seniors for sure. Your mom, when you started piano, Shane, said, someday you're going to thank me for
Right.
pushing you to keep at this. And what did you tell her?
Oh,
As a little
man.
kid.
I remember just yelling at the top of my lungs, I'm never gonna use this. Why do you make me do this?
And
And she sat there with a wooden spoon, I kid you not, and for the record, my mom was very gentle. She's a very kind and wonderful mom.
We don't need to
But
call Children's Aid on this
Aren't moms just so good at knowing when to draw the, like she just, it was like, obviously God had talked to her about it in some way, and she just knew that she had to, like, that's why I was so mad, is because my middle sister got to quit piano, right? And so I'm just infuriated, but parents, know those lines, and she said, there's absolutely no way I'm letting you quit. You're going to do this. There are no options. So she sat beside me on the bench with a wooden spoon in hand and saying, now practice! And you know what? Here I am officially thanking her on television. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
And Angela, who do you want to thank? You started violin at 7?
No,
Age
at
7?
3.
Oh, you were
Actually at 3,
a
yeah.
keener.
Yeah, I was a keener. Well, I have 2 older brothers, and the middle brother, Andrew, is a professional violinist now, so he followed his passion. And when he started violin, I said to my parents, I want to play like him. And so they bought me the tiniest little violin they could find, and I started on that road. And there was no wooden sticks, but there was many moments of strong encouragement.
And you would go
You're
on
just a better kid than me, that's all.
worship arts at
Columbia
Bible
College,
College.
yes. Yeah, I did a leading worship diploma there and benefited greatly from the training there. So
And currently, are you touring the country?
We are.
That's right. We started in Abbotsford and are heading through Ontario. So we've done kind of the northern route. So we've done Saskatoon and Edmonton and like a bunch of little stops in between. Keep making this motion. It's because I'm thinking of a map. That's what we're
right.
doing.
You can
okay?
see it, the road ahead.
And we took the northern shield of Canada, which is just gorgeous. We'd never driven there before. And so now we have, let's see, we have a show right here in Stratford on Sunday, and then the following Sunday night we're doing a show in Kitchener.
Mostly
so we're staying in the area
churches?
for a bit. Yeah, mostly churches and community sort of events and stuff like that at times. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So I'm ducking down to Nashville next week. So I'm leaving her alone on Monday.
The kids
with
are
her
with you.
family.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and I'm at home base.
That's right.
With
So
Nana
she's
and
staying at her
Papa.
parents' place right now.
Yeah.
So I get to duck down to Nashville and record with a different group for a week, and then come back.
You're living a great story.
Yeah, we are.
It's an adventure.
And you know, before we move to the Idol chapter in just a moment, I was really impressed that one of the most difficult and certainly unexpected chapters in the journey became a faith builder in your life, Shane. The sudden death of your dad. That was just before Idol.
Yeah, about a year before Idol started. Oh no, a little bit more, I guess. But my father passed away just before I graduated. So I was 18 at the time. It was just after my 18th birthday. I mean, that in itself was kind of an encouraging thing for me. I'm quite a hopeless romantic, as was my dad. So I think about it that way. You know, like I was 18. That's kind of a nice round figure. So many people that lose their dads young lose them at 10 or 12 or 15. And to have my father until the age of majority is just, I mean, that in and of itself is kind of a gift.